Peace. Welcome, family, to another wonderful, entertaining, edutaining edition of the Artivist Thinks. Brother Ron speaks. We all be in it to win it. I just want to weigh in on my thoughts about the Pastor Ricky Floyd and Samantha Marion unfortunate tragedy. Very tragic situation on both sides. Condolences, amplify blessings and condolences to the family and friends and admirers of Pastor Ricky Floyd. And also, I send out healing vibrations to not only Pastor Floyd's family, but also to the family and friends and supporters of Samantha Marion. And like Baba Dick Gregory used to tell me, we must pray at noon for the truth to come out. If we want to know what really happened, why it happened, the way it happened, we need to consider praying, meditating for the truth to come out at noon every day. And there's been a lot of interesting things that have been developing, right? I have not been quick to respond. I see social media is MK Ultra, mind control, programming, but we must reclaim our narrative because a lot of people were saying stuff. They had no idea what they were talking about to this day. And when things start coming out, some people did not retract what they said. They stood on their business, which was a business based on quicksand. Because it is what it is. But let me say this. I actually had the chance to attend Pastor Floyd's last eulogy, as far as I know. The last eulogy he did was the one of the cussing pastor, the one and only Thaddeus Matthews, the baddest man in media, really the Memphis GOAT in media. To me, he was the greatest investigative journalist in his city since the great Ida B. Wells Barnett with the Free Speech and Headlight newspaper. So with that said, I think he did an outstanding job in honoring his friend. He also talked about the fact that he paid homage to the pastor, Pastor Taylor, and to the church, Mount Moriah, for having the courage and testicular fortitude to host a homegoing celebration of Brother Thaddeus. See, the Thaddy Bear made a lot of enemies among the so-called clergy in this town. It's a small town, the city of good abode. But he made a lot of enemies, and a lot of people were not sad to see him go. But give credit to Pastor Floyd and also to Pastor Taylor of Mount Moriah for, doing, the city a favor by honoring controversial, but always in his own way, great Thaddeus Matthews, interesting brother. And anyway, get it back. When Pastor Floyd finished his sermon, and before he left the stage, he had to know how the doors of the church are open moment, and 33 souls he saved for Christ. As y'all say, he saved for Christ for the Lord. 33 souls wanted to be saved and baptized before he left. 3 plus 3 is 6, right? From the first earlier reports of what happened, unfortunately, early Wednesday morning, Pastor Floyd was deleted 1:14 a.m. It said Pastor Floyd was deleted in front of Mama's kitchen at 1:14 a.m. 1 plus 1 plus 4 equals 6, right? Samantha Marion, the person responsible for the deletion, is reportedly 42. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6, 6, 6. 6, 6, 6. A 6 is an upside down 9. 2025 is the year 9. If you add up 2 plus 2 plus 5, it's 9. 9 is the number. See, I want to get people straight on this. 9 is the number of completion. It represents the number of endings and beginnings. So I feel like Pastor Floyd's mission was completed on earth, albeit the way he went out is not the best. But Baba Dick Gregory used to tell me all the time, people or the world will remember you a lot of times not how you lived, but how you died. And this has been proven true. Like Biggie said, you're nobody. So somebody delete you. See, this is where we at right now. We can't even say honest about what's going on. We got to use code words like wade in the water and stuff like that. We can't even speak our minds still. Very oppressive place we living in. And they say it's a land of freedom and liberty. But anyway, with that said, Pastor Floyd did a lot of good. I wish to God that he never got out of his car. Once he was in his car and was rolling, because she was not blocking his way, he could have kept on rolling till he got home. But instead he stopped and he walked towards his destiny. Basically, that was it was gonna be what's gonna be eventually, it sounds like, unfortunately. And it's like he had a lot of more work to do. Now, before we go judging, like I said, I had questions as well. Like, why is a pastor who's married at a bar at 1 o'clock in the morning get into it with a female, with a strange female? My thing is, only God can really judge Pastor Floyd. Only God knows all the things that's been on that man's, mind and spirit, and what his journey was really like for him on this planet. Now, my thing is, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater type of thing. I would like for people to go to Pastor Ricky Floyd's Facebook page, if you can, access some of his lives, some of his last lives, what he was about. He was about uplifting the people of Fraser, of investing in the infrastructure for Black people in Fraser. He helped start and maintain several different ministries, like the husband ministry, but also several different businesses, where he gave Black folks a chance to own their own destiny. He was a believer, from my understanding, in self-determination. And that should not be lost with the passing of his death. Very untimely, very weird, very strange, very confusing, very controversial. But nonetheless, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Let's build on what he started. Like Dr. John Henry Clark, the great historian and master teacher, said, you got to bury the man and continue to plan. Bury the man and continue to plan. Bury the man and continue to plan. That's how we got to roll. It's like, my thing is this: a lot of my heroes and sheroes died under questionable circumstances. Some may be embarrassed by how they died or how they was deleted or whatever. But the thing about it is, I don't stop listening to Sam Cooke because of the questionable way he died or got deleted. Oh, excuse me, I said the D word. You know, don't censor me, please. Don't let me not talk. But anyway, look at what Sam Cooke attempted to do and what he did. No, he tried to invest not only in himself, but also invest in the other artists and other Black people. Try to control stuff. Same thing with Otis Redding. A lot of our greats don't die in convenient ways. That's the thing. A lot of our greats don't die in their sleep, surrounded by loved ones of natural causes at an old age. For example, George H.W. Bush died in his sleep, almost 100 years old. But they took Fred Hampton Sr. in his sleep at the tender age of 21. The world is not fair, folks. But my thing is, Pastor Ricky Floyd, his legacy is the people that he invested in and loved on and served. Let those people who was positively impacted by Brother Floyd continue to plan and keep on planning to work and work the plan. And that's like I said, I was impressed by his eulogy of Brother Thaddeus. But now in hindsight, when you look at it, was he really eulogizing himself? He talked about, like basically it's like his sermon was about every saint got a past and every sinner got a future. That's what it sounded like to me. So it wasn't just about Brother Thaddeus. It was about us being flawed people, imperfect people, or perfect, imperfect people serving for a purposeful and perfect mission. So with that said, Samantha Marion, pray that the truth come out for her. Let her stand on her truth. And she said she never met the pastor before that night, unfortunately. I mean, is that what she's saying and what the attorney's saying? The truth will come out eventually, right? And it was very heartbreaking to hear a mom speak about her daughter, that she never got into any real trouble legally, that she's a single mom with two young kids, two grown kids, from my understanding, for what I have gathered. But she's like she was a decent person. I looked at her Facebook profile page, and she's like she was an outgoing person. Like she was actually competing for the Sierra dance icon competition. So it's like, anybody that loves to dance, they gotta have some love for life. I don't think they go around looking to end people. I can't speak on it, but like with Pastor Floyd, sometimes you're gonna get angry. And my thing is, we can't just judge him on a small 28-second clip. That's not in the proper context. Hopefully, as things go along, more footage from different angles and whatnot will be released, more information. We got the affidavit, but witnesses, a lot of times we can see the same thing and everybody be contradicting themselves on what they actually saw, because human error is real. It's like if you look at artwork. I got a piece of art back here that I drew, that I created, that I painted. I could take 5 people and ask them what did they see or what they think this artwork means. And everybody will come to 5 different conclusions based on their experiences and their understanding of how things relate to them in this world and inside themselves. Perspective. So hopefully with time we'll get a greater perspective and more truth will come out about what happened tonight. But I don't see her as a monster. I don't see Pastor Floyd as a villain. I see that we are ordinary people and we make some extraordinary decisions that impact not only our lives, but other people's lives that are connected to us. So with that said, our prayers, like I said, to the family, friends, and supporters of Pastor Floyd. Prayers to the family, friends, and supporters of Samantha Marion. May this sister find a silver lining. Like, I don't wish ill on nobody. Like I said, Pastor Floyd is unfortunate, but a lot of our great people get taken out of here under very questionable and suspect circumstances. And Pastor Floyd, I don't believe he was looking to, get deleted that night. To be honest with you, if you check out, like I said, look at his Facebook Lives about investing in community. Look at all the positive things he was doing in terms of, he just got a book that came out he was pushing. He had met with powerful people in the clergy around the country, doing things in Memphis. So I don't think he was looking to not live. But the thing about it is, we all could get caught up. Like I said, Brother Ron, I must admit, I placed myself, because we all got free will. I placed myself in very questionable situations over my lifetime. I was just blessed by God and the righteous ancestors that I didn't have to pay the ultimate price for my missteps and my misguided choices and decisions. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm perfect. I'm not. I'm perfectly imperfect. I'm creatively maladjusted. But like Dr. King said, human salvation lies in the hands of the creatively maladjusted. It is quite certain Pastor Floyd was that in his own beautiful way. Beautiful way. If you look at his journey, it's very impressive. He had a lot of setbacks early on in life, from my understanding, in terms of his formal education, but he didn't give up. He had a lot of things come his way, but he didn't give up. So my thing is, we should not give up, and we should not be so down on each other and ourselves. We should give ourselves grace, or maybe, pray to God for help, give us grace and mercy. And know that, any given time, it could be one of us. And I will hope that when my time comes, that I will help people that stand 10 toes down for what Brother Ron done for the community and how he served his community. The sacrifices that he had to make in order to do those things. And so be kind, because we all got our expiration date. Be kind, y'all. So with that said, if you like the words from Brother Heard, please spread the word. Share this message. Subscribe to my channel outlets. I'm fighting. I'm a free speech warrior and advocate. So support the movement, because we all be in it to win it. You can find ways to support us, and we will accept it. And we got more to come, because the best is yet to come. Because Baba Dick Gregory said, "I'm the feeder. I'm gonna feed you, feed you, feed you, feed you. One love. We love you divinely and madly and maladjustedly."